good morning, and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates, guys. Just a quick reminder that this evening at 5:30 p.m. there's a district community meeting that's happening at the Delaford Community Center. Now, this has to do with persons that reside within that Delaford, Roxborough, Argyle district. If you want to hear what has been happening with the projects in your area, if you have concerns and questions that you want to bring up, this is your opportunity to do so. This event would be hosted by the Chief Secretary or Honorable Fali Augustine, along with MP for Tobago East, Mr. David Thomas, as well as the Assistant Secretary in the Division of Settlements, Public Utilities and Rural Development, Councillor Orlando Kerr. Again, this is happening this evening at 5:30 p.m. Guys, we jump quick into our conversation this morning, and I have the privilege of sitting in studio with two beautiful ladies that are talking about the LMAN Foundation's Football Mania. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Excellent. Now, this morning we're talking about all the work that the foundation has been doing, and particularly we're talking about this particular football mania that's happening on August 27th. Tell us a bit about that.
Well, tomorrow is the 27th, and we'll be hosting LMAN's Foundation first ever football mania. The football mania was the foundation was founded to assist one secondary school students in each secondary school, where we give them a pair of tugs and football gears, basically. So the initiative was to assist at least one child in each community that may not be able to sponsor themselves football gears and tugs and stuff like that, and give it to them.
Excellent. When did this foundation launch?
So when my brother passed last year, my mother was committed to assisting persons who may have similar circumstances like us, because we grew up, we didn't have a lot, but people in the community helped us to where we are today, especially my brother, because my brother had a love for football. He would always be on the field, and on the field in Color Hall in specific. That is where coaches may have saw him, offered to, purchase a pair of tugs, offered to pay for his tickets to go to Trinidad, and so on. So on his passing, my mommy definitely made that commitment, and we said, you know what, we're going to start this foundation to assist students or even footballers in different clubs and so on that may not have the resources, and we can assist in that area, we would.
Right, and this event is happening tomorrow at 2 p.m. at the Cutler Hall field. Tell us about what is going to be happening with this football mania, what time, and what the activities are looking like.
So, the football mania is basically going to be a big goal and small goal competition. Alongside that, we would also have the kids zone, food on sale, drinks on sale, and all that. And in between the event, we would be giving away the tugs to the selected students of the schools that we chose. And basically just have fun. It's like a fun day.
Excellent. And I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to see that you two young ladies are at the helm of this. This is in memory of Lennox Eastman, right, who died last year, as you indicated. And you say that he had a passion for football, and you want to also translate that passion to other young persons.
Yes. So in my brother's passing, he was not able to receive his passes. So he didn't know that he got a 1 in physical education or anything. So he passed before he received his results. And in that, it was a bit traumatizing in the way that he passed as well. So the foundation is geared to, taking youths off of the corners and stuff like that, showing them that their efforts are not going unseen, that, with hard work, persistence, and discipline, there's the whole world at your doorstep, basically. Also to note that we intend the fundraiser, we started this, 2 months back, the fundraiser to get the funds to buy the tugs and the football gear and stuff like that. We started with a breakfast sale. and the immediate circles poured out, or immediate family group poured out, and we said, you know what, this time we're going to do a football mania where we give the first batch of tugs and football gears, and then after this fundraiser we would also give the remaining schools and stuff like that. So it's one secondary school student from each school, and we also may throw in a couple of the football clubs as
that
well
he played in.
that he played in.
Excellent. And so you have partnered with these schools as well as the clubs already to have this done. So they would have identified the students that need it.
Yes.
We
It's just for them
contacted-
to be at the event on the day.
Yeah, so we contacted the physical education teachers in each school, and we asked them to select a student who shows discipline, persistence, and commitment to their craft. And they identified as students, and we got the sizes from the PE teachers, and then we moved forward from there. We went and sourced the tugs and the football gears needed for these students. The students will also be receiving a certificate of acknowledgement from the LMAN Foundation as well, because we want it to be an annual thing. My brother died at a really young age, so he doesn't really have a legacy, and this would definitely be something to carry on his name, and also to show that youths, regardless of where you are from, or where you are coming from, that there is more to be achieved.
Excellent. And Yankee, are you aware that there are a number of foundations, like the Digital Foundation, that give funding to these type of community-based projects?
No, so this is our first, as I said, it was really a commitment from my mother.
Right.
And we took it over because we are more social persons, I would say, and I am around a lot of persons. So we basically put the foundation to where it's supposed to be. So this is our first year. We hope that next year we would be able to partner with these organizations to, have the event grow into something, because it's not going to stay where it is, because we intend to assist like with tickets to go to Trinidad, simple things like that, boat tickets, plane tickets for persons who cannot afford it to go to Trinidad, probably sponsor their meals, certain stuff like that. Once we grow, I must say the sponsors that came on board on such short notice, we are truly grateful, truly grateful, and we can't even express, how we feel about that. So it's basically for the community to come out and to have fun and to, participate. We have a fun zone for the kids. We have snow cone, popcorn, you name it. So I'm really encouraging persons who may be interested in even sponsoring tugs, a pair of tugs, or even some football gears. We are still open to these gifts, so that we could award these students who are doing so well in football.
Exactly. I mean, I guess with the partnership, you are able to do more and meet more young
a little
persons.
one day's full basket,
Excellent. And Zavier, tell us about some of your sponsors and partners for this initiative. Some of the persons that came on board to ensure that this is successful.
I would say some, and my sister would say the rest, because we cannot combine, and I may not know everybody.
Yeah.
So we have KISS, we have Blue Heron, we have BTD Series, we have Tobago Traders, we also have Jason G Artistry, and we also have Leadership at Aristotle Williams, the scrap iron man from Plymouth.
We have Mastinet and Associates, we have Quality Cuts, we have Mal's Fun Events and Rental Services, we have Kaishas Iceland, and much more. All right, so we still have more sponsors coming on board. We're just waiting for today to finalize to know how much other sponsorship we will be getting. Also, I want to say thank you to the Division of Sports for the assistance so far,
Yes,
for
yes,
getting
they
us
did a lot.
access to the field and stuff like that. So there is a lot going on, and we hope that we get everything done today, that tomorrow would be a wonderful experience. I mean, it's the first, so we want to make sure that tomorrow is as grand as possible, and that, you know, all the persons that are supposed to benefit tomorrow from the sponsorship, that they know how far, you know, these things come from, because they come from the whole of Tobago love.
Right.
The whole of Tobago love that is pouring out to them, and that they continue to own their craft and develop it further.
Excellent. And would there be a memorial portion of the events where you would spend some time reflecting on the life of your brother and his contribution and encouraging other young persons?
So yes, we would have had that. I'm not quite sure how that's going to go now, because we had a little issue where we had ordered a projector, but it's not working. So we have to see how best we could transition from that to just get his highlights run, because he have a lot of highlights in his football career that we would like to show, you know, the persons that are being awarded, what he did and how he has laid this foundation for them, basically.
Excellent. Well, you heard it here, guys. The girls are looking for a screen, maybe a television or projector, so that they can do a really nice presentation that represents the life of their brother and his contribution to the community and to football on the island of Tobago. So if you are interested, they have numbers that you can use to reach out to them, and that is 493-7351. If you want to reach out, or you can call 372-9106. And finally, there's 796-7854. And if you want to reach out and contribute, or just, you know, lend a projector or a screen, I am guessing that they will be very open.
Yes,
to
and we are still very open to volunteers as well, because we need to mobilize the event tomorrow. We have the field events, we also have the fun area, and we have the food preparation and stuff. That is basically covered, but we would need manpower on the football side and stuff like that. So it was very funny that I made a last minute call, shout out to Macan, to find out the operations of football, because I have no idea.
Excellent, but you do have the willingness.
Yes, I do have the willingness to learn. A shout out to Mr. Tuffy as well from the coaching school, Sinclair's coaching school. So they definitely assisted me late last night. I would like to say thank you for that.
Excellent. We want to thank you so much for your time here this morning, ladies, and we are wishing you all the success with your event tomorrow. Guys, this is where we end the morning show this morning. Guys, we want to thank you so much for being a part of this morning's discussions. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your comments, and all that you have been doing and continue to do to make Tobago Updates the #1 broadcaster here on the island of Tobago. Again, I am Shenell Felix, and have a great day. 60,000 people strong.